Ever thought about building software, maybe an app or something, just by talking about it?
Mm.
Like you say what you want and poof, the program sort of appears.
It sounds like science fiction almost.
Right. But it's actually happening. Welcome to vibe coding. It's this idea that's really blowing up everywhere in 2025.
It is. It's genuinely changing how we even think about creating software.
And we're not just talking niche tech circles here.
No, not at all. Andrej Karpathy, a huge name in AI, he basically called it "forget that the code exists, coding."
Wow, forget the code exists. That's bold.
And it is. And think about this Merriam-Webster, like the dictionary people,
Hmm.
they actually added vibe coding to their slang dictionary back in March.
Seriously, Merriam-Webster.
Yep. That tells you something, right? It's not just tech jargon anymore. It's hitting the mainstream consciousness.
Okay, that point about mainstream consciousness is really interesting. It suggests this isn't just another flash in the pan.
Exactly. It's resonating more broadly.
So for everyone listening, maybe you've got an idea for a side project or you're just, curious about where tech is heading. This deep dive is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal here is pretty simple. Unpack what vibe coding really is, how it actually works, look at some real-world uses, and figure out what it means, especially if you're not like a professional coder.
Right. We want to cut through the hype and give you the solid insights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is your shortcut to getting genuinely up to speed on this, well, potentially groundbreaking shift.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
So, okay, we've established vibe coding is a big deal, trending everywhere, but let's get fundamental. For someone just hearing about this, how does it actually work? Like, what's the step-by-step?
Okay, yeah. At its core, vibe coding is really about guiding an AI. You use natural language, just plain English prompts.
No code, just words.
Just words,
Yep.
initially. You tell the AI what you want the application to do. It's vibe, if you will. And the AI, well, it scripts the application. It writes the code.
Okay, and then your job as the user is?
Your job is mainly to iterate. You test what the AI built. You give feedback. You refine the prompts. You guide it.
So it's a back and forth.
Definitely. Andrej Karpathy, as we mentioned, he really popularized this whole approach beginning of 2025. He sort of championed this new way of thinking.
And the validation is there, right? You said Merriam-Webster.
Yeah, Merriam-Webster in March, confirming it's trending.
Mm-hmm.
And even the Wall Street Journal reporting professionals are actually adopting it.
Professionals. So it's not just hobbyists.
No, it's starting to see real use. This isn't just theory anymore. People are using it out there.
Okay, actively being used. That's interesting. Are we talking like big companies, small startups, individuals? What does active use look like right now?
It's kind of across the board, but what's really striking is how accessible it's becoming.
Yeah.
For individuals, for small teams.
How so? Is the process simple?
Surprisingly simple to get started. Like I said, you provide a plain English prompt. You don't need to know Python or JavaScript or anything.
Could you give an example? Like, what would I type?
Sure. You might type something like, build me a simple to-do list app where I can drag and drop the tasks.
Okay. And the AI.
The AI, using these super advanced language models, takes that request and just generates the code, all the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whatever's needed.
But I guess it's probably not perfect on the first try, right?
Oh, definitely not. That's where the iteration comes in. It's not a magic wand.
Right. So what happens next?
You test the app. Maybe the drag and drop is clunky or you want to add deadlines. You provide that feedback, maybe tweak your original prompt or add new instructions.
Just using plain English again?
Yep. And the AI updates the code based on your feedback. You keep doing that loop test, feedback, prompt, update until it matches what you envisioned.
It's kind of like...
It's almost like pair programming with an AI developer that, never gets tired or needs coffee breaks.
a developer that never sleeps. I like that analogy.
It's always ready for the next revision, based purely on your natural language input. That continuous conversation, that's where the vibe really gets dialed in.
It does sound almost too good to be true sometimes. But you mentioned Karpathy built a real prototype, right? Minugan.
Yeah, Menugan. He used this exact vibe coding approach.
What does that tell us? When someone like Karpathy is using it for actual prototypes, does that mean this is the new way to build fast?
It certainly shows what's possible, the sheer speed of it, but what's maybe even more telling is how the wider community jumped on it.
Oh yeah, where are people talking about this?
If you check out places like the subreddit ARI Agents, you'll see tons of people experimenting. They're using tools like Claude Code, trying out vibe coding for themselves.
So it's not just the big names, it's grassroots too.
Absolutely. And this gets to a really important point. Who benefits most? It's becoming accessible even for people who've never coded before.
Really? Non-coders are using this. How?
Yeah, especially with features like Claude's new artifacts feature. It's kind of a no-code interface built on these principles. People are building simple but functional apps without writing a line of traditional code.
Okay, that is huge. That really speaks to, like, democratizing software creation, making it possible for anyone with an idea.
Precisely. Anyone curious about bringing an idea to life suddenly has a new pathway.
So if I want to build something fast, maybe test an idea. This sounds amazing. Speed and accessibility seem like the killer features.
They're huge, absolutely massive benefit.
But let's unpack that a bit. Speed isn't just about coding faster, is it? It feels like it changes the whole pace of innovation, maybe.
You're right. Think about it. A startup needing a proof of concept. What used to take months, maybe they can now get a first version working over a weekend. That's a different ballgame.
Totally. And democratizing coding. That's not just jargon. It means potentially millions of new creators, right?
Exactly. People who know their field, say a teacher, a chef, a musician, but don't know how to code, they can potentially build tools for themselves for their specific needs.
So the bottleneck shifts from knowing the syntax to just knowing what you want, having a clear idea.
And being able to iterate, yeah. Clarity of intent and refinement become key skills. It's a really profound shift.
It sounds incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But, okay, there has to be a catch, right? This speed, this ease.
Yeah.
What are the hidden dangers, the pitfalls?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have that coding background.
Yeah. Yes. The caveats. And they are significant. We absolutely need to talk about the downsides.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Well, the obvious one is bugs. The generated code isn't perfect. It can definitely have errors. But maybe more critically, security vulnerabilities.
Security. That makes sense.
Big time. IBM actually put out some pretty stark warnings about this. They highlighted a major risk if the user, the person doing the vibe coding, doesn't actually understand the code the AI spits out.
They wouldn't know if it's secure or not.
Exactly. Critical errors, security holes, maybe even unintentional backdoors could just slip right through. You get something that looks like it works.
But underneath, it could be wide open.
Precisely. It's not enough for it to function. You need to know how it functions and if it's safe, especially if you're handling data or anything sensitive.
That's a really critical point. So this amazing speed and accessibility comes with this risk of, like, hidden problems, opacity.
Yeah, opacity is a good word for it. And think about the real-world impact. Someone builds a tool for their small business, maybe handling customer info. They used vibe coding. It seems to work great.
But they didn't understand some vulnerability the AI baked in.
Right. And then later, maybe much later, there's a data breach, compliance issues, huge reputational damage.
Oof. Okay. So it's like getting a powerful tool without the full instruction manual or safety warnings.
Kind of. IBM's warning really points to this new kind of digital literacy gap. You need to be able to critically evaluate what the AI gives you. That evaluation becomes a crucial skill in itself.
Verification.
Yeah.
Checking the AI's work. Got it. So weighing these incredible benefits against these pretty serious risks, who is vibe coding really for right now? Who gets the most out of it, and who should maybe be more cautious?
Well, it seems particularly great for, say, entrepreneurs wanting to rapidly prototype an idea, validate something quickly without massive investment.
Makes sense. Who else?
Students, maybe? Exploring concepts without getting bogged down in complex syntax right away. Side hustlers building a niche tool. Weekend hackers just wanting to make something cool.
People who need speed and aren't necessarily building, like, mission-critical enterprise software.
Exactly. It really accelerates that experimentation phase. But, and this is a really important but, for professionals building serious production-grade software.
They need to be careful.
Extremely careful. For them, it's maybe an accelerant, a starting point, but they absolutely must verify, rigorously test that generated code, check for security, maintainability, reliability, everything.
So it doesn't replace diligence.
Not at all. It's a powerful assistant maybe, but it's not magic. You still need the understanding and the responsibility, especially when the stakes are high.
Okay. So wrapping up then, vibe coding is clearly, well, revolutionary feels like the right word. It's AI generating code, making software development potentially way more accessible.
It puts a lot of creative power into more hands, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Whether you're thinking about a side project or you just want to grasp where technology is heading, this is putting incredible power potentially right into your hands.
It really is. And, you know, it makes you think, as AI gets better and better at the actual writing of the code, what skills become the most important for us?
Good question. What do you think?
Well, is it about crafting the perfect prompt? Being really good at telling the AI exactly what you mean, your intent?
Or maybe understanding the implications of the command even if you didn't write every line.
Right. Or maybe the most crucial skill becomes the art of verification. Being able to critically assess what the AI produced, spot the flaws, ensure it's safe and robust.
So what does it even mean to be a developer in this new era? Is it less about typing syntax and more about guiding, discerning, validating?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
something really worth mulling over, I think, long after we finish this deep dive. Where do human skills fit best when the machine can write the code?